In today's video, I will share with you the 5 most important tips to fly the crow. How to use the household items or props to build the strength and confidence for it. At the end, I will show you the exercise you should master first before you start with the crow. There are 5 important steps to achieve the crow. Step number 1, hand placement. Put them down underneath of the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide, slightly turning them out so the index fingers are parallel with each other, pointing to the short edge of the mat. The eyes of the elbows are looking forward, hugging the elbows in when you are in the crow. Press firmly down with your hands, especially the fingertips, to push the floor away, finding the cat in your upper back, protracting the shoulder blades, spreading them apart. This is your step number 2, activating the upper body. Lift your hips high, walk your feet in, bend your knees, taking them as high as possible, close to the armpit. They will always slide down somewhere along the triceps. How high you can take your knees in will depend on the level of hip flexibility you've got available. Take your knees up and start looking for step number 3, engaging the core, squeezing your inner thighs together. Step number 4, stack your joints. At the moment, you can see my elbows are not above the wrist. In order for me to stack my joints, I need to shift forward, looking to the front, not down, to make sure you don't end up face planting. So ready, set it all up, engage the core, squeeze the inner thighs together, start shifting forward. You notice the toes are becoming nice and light. Then lift one foot, the other one, protracting the shoulder blades, engaging the core, lifting the heels close to the butt. Lower down when you finish. The crow, just like the rest of the arm balances, is all about counterbalancing the front and back body. And because the pelvis and the legs are heavy, it's important that you shift forward far enough, more than you think. When you are starting with the crow, you need to build the strength and muscle memory in your upper body, so you know what the protraction feels like, fully engaged core, inner thighs squeezing together. You can practice it in this prep crow. Setting up the points, hands, pushing the floor away, protracting the shoulder blades, taking the knees as high as possible, finding the stack by shifting forward. Suddenly you can see that the toes are super light, and you can just work here on pushing the floor away, pulling the belly in, squeezing your inner thighs together, and suddenly one day you will feel you can lift those heels up. To build your confidence at the beginning, I encourage you to use the props. Block or a saucepan to lift your feet a little bit off the floor, cushion for any face planting, bolster resting against the wall, or you can use sofa. Great tool to teach you how to shift forward, looking where you're going. If you look down, you end up splatting on your cushion. Step on the block, set your hands shoulders width apart, spread the fingers wide, Externally rotating them, push the floor away. Lift the hips, take your knees up to the armpits. Look forward. Engage your core, squeeze your inner thighs together. Start shifting until you connect with the bolster. Here you are fully supported at the front and at the back. So you can work on your protraction, core engagement, lifting one toe at a time. Then come down. To progress this, you move the block back. Set your hands. Push the floor away, protracting the shoulder blades. Taking your knees up to the armpit, looking forward. Now you can see my toes are coming off the floor and I'm still supported at the front. Come down. And this is how you learn to fly the crow. You can see the crow requires a lot of upper body strength, and the best way to build it up is through chaturanga. In this video, you can learn how to do it correctly. I see too many incorrect chaturangas. If everyone would know how to do it properly, they would also know how to fly the crow. This is why I've created 12 weeks program, which you can keep for the lifetime, teaching you how to build a strength for the full chaturanga from a complete beginner's level. So then you can progress into your arm balances with ease. Check this video learning how the 5 principles will teach you to lower down to the floor with control, building the strength you need for the chaturanga and your arm balances. Learning sweet spot push-up is the best way to understand the correct technique of shifting forward, and it will build the upper body strength you need for the crow from the beginner's level. If you've learned something new in this video, please let me know in the comments, like the video and subscribe to my channel. Click here to see the free trial for my upper body strength and flexibility program. Also Couch to Define Strength Challenge, where I bring out new weekly challenge every Friday and do a live stream workout.